Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 15 and of course the Pleasant Valley map. Oopsie. A little bit of stutter there. I kind of expected. My apologies for not having a video up yesterday. I try and get one up every day, but I've been having a little bit of issues with the game here. I don't think this truck likes hauling 2 trailers worth of water. Just really frame rate issues had gone down to pretty much, well, unplayable. In the little starting area, even the little teleport room, I was getting like 10 and 12 FPS. And no matter what, it wasn't a graphics setting thing. When I looked into the log files, there were, well, quite a few issues, shall we say, and including a number of warnings with that FDR logging set that I introduced to us there last episode. But I believe that's I think that's my fault. After looking through the sites a few more, I had version 2 loaded. I think it's up to like version 5 now. There was also some other gear, including a couple of mods that were in the original mod pack, i.e. The big Kroger SRB 35 trailer, I believe is what it's called. The great big sucker. It was generating a lot of errors, didn't help. I found a replacement for it. A few other things like that. The Class Zerion 4500 had a few errors, so hopefully now I'm getting, well, you know, 40 and better, 40 to 50 frames, which is more than playable. I'm afraid that a game that relies on a lot of driving is not there we go, empty this one, is not great at 10 frames per second. It just sort of exasperates the entire issue I seem to have most of the time with driving as it is. So let's see what this little addition is giving us here. Let's hop up and have a look at the specs of this particular gold sorting event. Yeah. Sand? What the heck? Really? Dude, I dumped gravel in here. Or am I? No, I'm at the right one. Sand? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not at the right one. I see. Okay. Stop the presses. Oh, well, hey. Look. We've just added, 50-something thousand liters of water to the wrong unit. Alright, well, I am on a roll. As you can see, I've expanded the amount of water sites. The reason for this is because these are not magic water makers. These are actually pumps. And as such, it does take them a while to build themselves up a wee reservoir. So, I'm just going to park the truck here. There we go, and we'll let that fill first. And that's not what I meant to do. There we are, shut her off. Now let's carry on. Mixing center. Hey, I'll bet we've got some mixed rations by now. The other thing is, some of the mods, I believe, it wasn't because inherently there was anything wrong with the mods, but there have been some changes in patch 1.41 that I think changed some fairly fundamental things with the lighting. So I was getting a massive amount of lighting and texture errors on some mods that, other than that, seemed to function perfectly fine. But I'm really happy with this, yeah, the fact that we're now up to a playable frame rate. I also have ordered a new microphone. Now, I know you guys said the quality was alright on this, this headset, but yeah, I'm not a big headset kind of person, I guess. Oh, well, I'm not sure what it's giving me. I'm gonna assume it's TMR. Okay, then. Can we go have a look? Sure we can. I'm sure there's something here that will tell me what's going on. Hello. You look informative. Yep, TMR. Nifty noodles. Alright. So that's going to make some happy cows. Let's shut this guy off. And, oh, he's full. So I don't need to leave him parked under here then by any means. Do I? Alright. But I will put the e-brake on and park them there. And we're going to continue on. Ah, I finally finished sunflower eating this field. And no speaky English no more. Didn't talk for a whole day and I forgot everything I ever knew. Alright, where are we? All is not as it seems. I guess I have that, vehicle group switcher. I should set that up and get on with it. Now, here we are at the forest, getting some really strange stutters, but I don't think it's got anything to do with these. Now, well, maybe it does. This is what I was sort of gonna give a little go with. Oh. Unfortunately, it would appear that one of the mods I was having issues with was the feller buncher that I was using. Alright, so that leaves me only one. Other than the stock one, I do have a modified Scorpion. I was using a tracked feller buncher to pop those first logs down, but I guess that wasn't working very good. So, let's go to the forestry equipment and have a look. See, I'm using this AR timber tipper on top of that Volvo truck, and I tried these guys. They're from a forestry pack. The only issue I had with them was that, well, there's 3 logs sitting in the front parking lot of the shop because I went to test it by driving around, and the first corner I took, the logs stood on end and flew out of the box. So I thought, well, you know. So we do have this, and you didn't see that. This is basically a modified version of the in-game. It allows tracks, chains, and I think it has a different set of log lengths available. Beyond that, it's the same animal. But I've used it before, and I'm pretty sure it does, in fact, have a clean log. So, speaking of clean logs, isn't it purty? Let's check it out. A question for you guys. Yeah, see, we've got crawler front back, so we can put these on if we want to. We've also got chains front and back if we prefer that. Ooh, nice little, I like those. Sure, we'll go with chains. Two things. Has anyone run into the issue where it doesn't seem to save the settings for your 360 controller if that's what you use? Every time I set a dead zone and then start the game, when I quit out of the game and look at the options, the dead zone is back to 0. And I find on some games anywhere from 2 to 4%, sometimes as high as 6 can help. In Farm Sim it doesn't, I'm not sure. So if anybody's using a 360 controller and they're quite happy with it. Now for some reason on the Vielle France map, I believe is the one I was using the controller, or the Sosnovka, whichever one it was working flawlessly. And I don't remember, yeah, see the logs here in the parking lot? Yeah, that was one hard left-hand turn coming from across the road and doing a 180-degree turn. So yeah, it stood the logs up on end and started flinging them about. So here we go. This thing seems to run pretty nice. Yep. Let's open her up. Maybe it worked better from in here. There we go. Nice. And, ooh, I guess we're gonna want to set a loggy length, huh? X is cut. Where's our... Ah, here we go. 2 meters. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's what our truck is designed for, is 6 meters. So let's see just what we can do. Oh yeah, right up to 10. That's what it is. This guy you can go all the way up to, check that out. Pretty crazy. All the way up to like 38 meters, which I do oops, now I've gone past it again. Which I do believe is actually longer than the logs themselves. But hey, always nice to have a choice. So I think I'm stuck with 6 meter. There we go. And let's give her a cut. And poof. I like to drag them off to that side. Get some height on it. Maybe get her a little bit away from the cab. There we go. Alright, now that's... See, I have set this as well over and over to that, but it doesn't seem to save it. If anybody knows why that would be, let me know. Alright, let's get this cut. So, as you can see, pretty much a stock Scorp, other than the additions to the wheels and the ability to change your cut lengths a lot more readily. Nice. I think this is probably in our way now. I don't know that we require it any longer. So yeah, I tried everything to get rid of that courseplay thing. You cannot change the key binding. Doesn't do anything like in the way that you normally would. Yeah. There we go. Boom. These are such amazing machines. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, stop your swinging. Don't make me set you down. There you go. Alright, make me some logs. Whee! As the back of the cab gets severely battered. With huge, humongous tree branches. Can't see nothing now. There we go. Lovely. So, oh right. This also has the addition of having a cutter cam. Kinda neat. Alright, let's shut this one off. Oh, actually. Let's maybe pull her out of the way a bit. Let's shut off the head. There we go. Oh, that time it did save it. Look at that. Alright. Maybe the courseplay thing works, you just have to do it every single time. Which doesn't seem too surprising. So there you go. And here we got this nice Volvo truck. Now I like this truck because it has a really interesting feature. You can move the hitch back and forth. Now that may not really matter for this, and you'd probably keep it forward, but it's really nice in so much as that's what allows it to be both an AR pickup, because that's what this trailer is, obviously. See? But you can also use this as a normal semi-truck. You can tow trailers with it. You just simply slide the saddle back to where it actually reaches, and that thing sticking out for some reason is a glitch in this trailer. Now I don't know that it's a serious glitch. You know, like it doesn't seem to be registering any sort of an error. And I have used this trailer before. This is the one that tips, which is really nice because it means you don't have to have an unloading machine of any form where you're going to drop your logs off. Alright, now... Oh, that's just track marks. I thought there was a bunch of logs out of the way. Alright, let's get this puppy lit up. Open her up. Upsy daisy. Urgle burgle. Flatten you out. That's better. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Take off the e-brake and away we go. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Somewhere there's a really nice weight for this thing that you can park on the back of it. And it's not the one that came in the mod pack. It might work on a stock lever, but it does not work on this guy. This is obviously a terrible grab because all of these logs are kind of out of control. Ooh, they might be a little long too. Now let's see how we do, shall we? Alright, we got one of them in. Oops. Don't drive on them. Well, we'll have to pick these guys up. I didn't think that was going to work. The bundle was a little bit on the sloppy side. You need an extra long truck to do that. But yeah, the idea here is we got to get a bunch of boards going, and we're going to need some wood chips to fuel up the facility that does the boards, and we are also going to require some fuel to run the facility that builds the boards. Or no, the does it? Yeah, actually I think maybe it does. Oh, I thought it used the wood chips for fuel. Ooh. Uh-oh. This is not grabbing these logs very well, I must say. Yeah, I'm not going to clear the top of that truck this way. That should be better. I know this thing doesn't really like doing single logs at a time, but... There we go, get you sit in the groove. Lovely. So yeah, there was some really interesting gear in that FDR mod pack, and we may look at a later version. If any of you have used it, let me know. And if so, what version seemed to be relatively bug-free. Alright, well this is going to work just fine then. But before I get out, there we are. I just want to see how this guy holds up. So, let's have a look. Does it have... Okay, it's got an unfold timber. Get off of me. Thank you. What about locking a load? Any such thing? X, I believe, will just drop the side. Yep, whoop, don't be doing it. You can do that to load it too, I suppose. Would have made loading that bunch a little easier. How about if we switch? No. So there's no specific one on this either. For, wow, that's just weird the way that it will not allow me to put the camera out any distance. So we don't know if that's the truck or the, oh, these aren't, well, that's kind of disappointing. They're not much more stable than that other truck was, or that other vehicle. Well, they're not standing on end anyway, although I really wish that thing would quit doing that. Well, it's not too bad. It's really weird. What the heck does it keep wanting to focus on here? Doesn't seem to be the truck. It seems to be a point on the trailer. Right there. Weird. Ugh. Alright, well, I'm going to give this trailer one shot. I will try filling it up and see what happens. And next time around I will let you guys know. Beyond that, as I say, I've got sunflowers down the hill. This crop's complete. We've got TMR ready to take down to the cattle, and also next time around I think we'll go and grab some fertilizer. It'll be nice to at least get one or two crops up that actually have been fertilized. So, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to check the log, of course, after I get off to this one, and make sure that everything we've got there is working properly. And see, I am getting much better frame rates. And that was it, was just getting unplayable. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please hit that like button for me. It's a good time to subscribe if you haven't already, and it would be appreciated. Gives you a chance to see what has been posted without searching about. So, till next time, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 15 on Pleasant Valley Map. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.